Good morning. Happy Monday to you. I hope you have all sorts of exciting things set up for you during the week. I had an incredibly social week last week and was out every night for about 6 nights, which is not my usual way of doing things at all. Just a whole lot of things fell in at once. Had visitors in town, had book clubs, had a long planned trip to a tasting at Sipsmith's distillery, which is not too far from where I live. And yeah, it all came in at 1 week. So it was pretty full on. So by Sunday, I was really ready for a quieter day. And it feels like straight back into it today, but a little bit quieter on the social front this week. So I wanted to talk about a little trick that I have that maybe is helpful for you. And it really came about from when I was working full time, and you'd have these long lists of admin jobs to do, and no time to do them because you were at work or commuting all the time, which is how it used to be pre-pandemic for many of us. And I used to say to myself, I just need to do one small job at lunchtime, whatever that is, go and buy some stamps or phone the electricity company or whatever it is, just to feel like I was making progress, because I think I'm just the kind of person who needs to feel that I'm making progress, and you may be the same. And so eventually I started calling these things peace missions, because by doing the thing, and often it was something I'd put off for a long time or decided it was going to be way too much hard, too big a job, and so therefore I wouldn't even start it. Just by getting that thing out of the way, the sense of peace was huge. And so now it's something I continue to do, and I think it's a really useful exercise every morning to just look at what's floating around in your head, or really kind of listen to what's bugging you, or what it's kind of like an open tab that's that you're slightly unsettled by, and think, what is the one thing I can do today that would bring me the most peace? That's why I like to call it a peace mission. And it might be as simple as, ordering something for your sister's birthday. It's not necessarily a big thing in terms of work or anything huge like that. It might be sitting down and looking at the options for your summer holiday because it's just gnawing at you that you haven't got round to booking it. But just that act of identifying at the beginning of the day, what is your peace mission, and making sure you do that. Now, sometimes it's a big thing, so you can't do it all in one day. It's not feasible, or you can't dedicate hours of your day to it. But even setting aside the time to make the initial plan for that thing will bring you some peace. And so for me today, it's a financial thing that I've been putting off, and it's like, it's been sitting there at the back of my head for a long time. So it would definitely bring me some peace if I can. I probably won't get it completed today, to be honest, but I'll be able to make a start and have a plan for what my next steps are. And then hopefully it gets absorbed into my usual planning thing, but at least it's not sitting there being totally ignored, which it has been for some time. So just while you're journaling in the morning, I'm a big advocate for journaling. Ask yourself that question at the end of your journaling session. What could I do today that would bring me the most peace? And just think, if you do that every day, you're gradually ticking off those things that might not be the most urgent. They might very well be the most urgent, but they might not be. And that gives you just that little bit of peace to give you the strength to carry on for the next things that you need to do. Anyway, that's a little thing that I do. Maybe that will be useful for you.